In this edition of Arlington Sentinel News, a campus toy drive brings students together for a good cause.
Arlington gets a front row seat to the future of electric vehicles.
And students hear firsthand how an alum turned classroom lessons into a successful career. Arlington Sentinel News starts now. Welcome to Arlington Sentinel News. I'm Max Paulson.
And I'm Jay Jacinto. Thank you for joining us.
The Terry Scholars are putting on their annual Terry Toy Drive to help out the community. Partnered with the Arlington Police Department, they're spending the entire week raising money to buy toys for families that cannot afford them for their kids. Despite their busy college lives, these students are committed to helping those less fortunate than them.
Not only we are giving back to the community, but it helps out kids that don't have the money to receive toys in Christmas. And it's just something that we can just take a little bit of time from our day to give back.
Terry Scholars are set up outside the library from 9 to 4 every day this week. At the end of the week, the Terry Scholars will take the money that they raised and spend it all on toys that they then drop off at the Arlington Police Department. If you haven't donated but would still like to, you still have time. The toy drive ends this Friday, November 21st at 4 p.m.
We now turn to a glimpse into where the future of driving is getting a major showcase. Here in Arlington, Texas, the largest electric vehicle festival in North America is underway, with automakers, tech developers, and excited consumers all converging for a weekend of innovation, test drives, and big announcements. Tiffany Page, a Lexus employee, mentions how valuable the expo is.
And so it's been a great way to bring awareness to the community and the consumer of what Lexus has to offer from the hybrid and to where we are now.
Manufacturers are using this platform to showcase next-generation EVs, including bigger SUVs and crossovers, enhanced battery ranges, and faster charging capabilities. Tiffany continues talking about the future of her company in the EV world.
We have a brand new model coming, and we have the prototype here, which is very unusual. We don't have usually a prototype that's for the guests to come and sit inside.
The timing for this expo comes as the city of Arlington ramps up its own EV readiness efforts. The city recently earned a Charging Smart Bronze designation for its public charging infrastructure and planning efforts. That means more public chargers, easier access for residents, and a stronger foundation for widespread EV adoption. The world's first flying car was shown off, and here is pilot Heather Shurtia telling people to be prepared for the future.
This vehicle here is actually the first flying car in the nation, and it has 1,200 flights on it. It's not the future. It's happening right now, today.
Events such as this are playing a key role in accelerating that transition. For those curious about the EV future or for more information, go to electrifyexpo.com. The expo will return next year on November 7th through the 8th.
There was a special guest in the Fine Arts Hall earlier this week. Reporter Nick Malone went to see who paid us a visit.
UTA alumni and former basketball player Link Kabajundi visited UTA to accept an award and to talk about how he got into communications.
I think what drew me to that is just the ability to be so versatile, to be so useful in kind of like any setting.
Link was presented with the 2025 Communication Changemaker Award. Link got his bachelor's in 2017 and his master's in 2019. The COM ambassadors hosted the event, and they believe that it's important for students to attend affairs like this.
Having events like these where alumni who took the time to be immersed in their community while they were here come back and tell students, this is what I did, this is how where my career path is going. It's really inspirational and motivational.
After he received his award, the alumni stayed around to take photos with everyone and to give more advice to people who attended the event.
Don't be afraid to, add your own creativity, your twist to it. You're communicating out there, you're putting a piece of your personality out there, so just go for it, be yourself, and have fun with it.
Faculty and students attended to celebrate Link's accomplishments and to hear the wise words he had to share. Nick Malone, Arlington Sentinel News.
Link also has a documentary called 20-something. If If you'd like to watch it, you can find it on YouTube or at thrive.media. Our reporter Christina Naranjo is standing by with a look at how students kicked off the weekend at this year's Homecoming 5K. Christina?
Thanks, Max. UTA held their annual 5K this past Saturday, and I was able to attend the event. Here's what you missed. Saturday morning on November 9th, students, staff, and alumni community members took off for the annual Homecoming 5K here at UTA. Participants gathered at the Maverick Activity Center to grab their 5K gear and get registered with their bib. Many volunteers were there to help the runners, but also supply fuel.
Table is for the College of Nursing. We're just here giving out food to all the people who came for the race.
ShakeSmart was in attendance to provide runners with a free smoothie sample as well as protein balls for the rest of the run, each sample containing something different. The table was filled with a variety of options, but free water was given along with many fun photo ops with the school mascot Blaze. As teams gathered together, the runners took place for the 5K, and a warm-up was led by student leaders to get the runners ready. The race started exactly at 9 a.m. at the starting line, right in front of the MAC. Runners passed by orange traffic cones guiding them through the route, as well as the campus. Runners passed by apparent UTA landmarks like the tower, through the engineering building, and the College Park Center. I asked runner Ricardo Rodriguez why he decided to run the 5K.
I ran the 5K because I've ran it the last 2 years at UTA, and as a grad student now, I think it's just a fun way for me to get involved in the UTA community.
As runners crossed the line, they were met with team photos, free drinks from vendors like hot chocolate or coffee, and even had the opportunity to buy from the food trucks that were there. Some were greeted by friends and shared on why they decided they wanted to run the 5K.
I decided to run the race to feel better, wake up early, and start my week good.
Medals were given out and memories were made. Make sure to sign up for next year's 5K to be a part of the race.
Well, Christina, how's your experience running the 5K?
It was really fun. I didn't actually run the 5K. I walked it, but other than that, it was very fun.
What were some of the tips that people gave you out at the event?
Unfortunately, I didn't get many tips. They were very hesitant on sharing those, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Were there any fun stories that you had at the event?
I had some friendly competition with a little girl during the entire race, but fortunately, I won at the end. So.
Yeah, that's good. At least you won.
Yeah.
What's coming up, Max?
Coming up, we'll show you how one program is helping students take their education all the way to the nation's capital. And what you need to know is scam calls in Tarrant County begin to arise. We'll be right back.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
The Archer Center's fellowship program has been helping students from all corners of the UT system for over 20 years. Now, an exciting opportunity is available to students, one that takes them beyond the DFW Metro. Here's our reporter Joshua Tipton with more.
A university is a place where students go to further their education and to earn skills in the fields they most aspire to make new friends and build long-lasting connections. However, for some, that journey could expand into the heart of where national decisions take shape.
I think that it's a unique way, no matter what class you're taking, to really experience the city.
And that's exactly what the Archer Center offers. They offer a semester-long experience placing students at the center of policy, service, and real-world impact.
Everyone's experience and timeline is different. I knew going into Archer that the State Department was a place that I really wanted to work and apply to.
For those that get in, there are expenses to watch out for: tuition costs, groceries, flying, and housing. But Archer is providing ways to relieve that burden.
Once you're in Washington, D.C., we actually give all of our Archer Fellows free Metro passes. We want to see your application, and we will work with you to make this as affordable as possible.
Joshua Tipton, Arlington Sentinel News.
Applications for 2026 and 2027 opened at the beginning of November. If you're interested in learning more or even applying, be sure to check out their website at archercenter.org. UTA prides in sharing their students' cultures on campus. Our reporter Joseph Salto is here in studio with us to tell us more about this.
Thanks, Max. This week is International Education Week, and I was able to go out and enjoy some great food, dances, performances, and learn a little bit more about the various cultural groups on campus. Brazos Park was alive with activity for the UTA International Food Fair and Market on Tuesday, November 18th, as part of International Education Week. Tables with representatives from many of UTA's cultural student organizations were covered in snacks, drinks, and some hot, fresh food available for purchase.
I mean, UTA is such a diverse community, so to learn about everybody else's culture and their food is an important aspect of it.
It's about connecting with other cultures, because myself, I'm from another country, and seeing all these people coming from another country and just connecting with each other is a fun part.
Students from all walks of life were able to come and taste food from many different countries and cultures, as well as enjoy various dance performances. For many of the people behind the tables, the food they're sharing often isn't a random or generic assortment, but a way to give others a window into their own personal experiences with their culture.
And I also is my third sugars. I always love it when I go to the temple and have it for 3 years like that. So it's the special part of the series with the highlight. So with me not even out with that.
The Office of International Education hosts IEW every year as part of a joint initiative with the U.S. Department of State. International Education Week runs through Friday, November 21st, and includes many different ways to get involved. Back to you guys.
A federal judge in Texas has temporarily stopped a new law that would require some public schools to post the 10 Commandments in classrooms. Governor Greg Abbott signed the law earlier this year, but several families sued, saying that it violates the First Amendment by allowing the government to promote religion. On Tuesday, the judge issued a temporary restraining order while the case continues. The American Civil Liberties Union praised the decision, calling it a win for religious freedom. Attorney General Ken Paxton says he plans to appeal, and he also filed lawsuits against 2 school districts that haven't followed the law. More hearings are expected in the coming weeks as the court decides the law's future.
Scam calls using the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office are on the rise, and officials say people are losing thousands of dollars. Now, the office is urging residents to stop and verify before sending any money.
The Tarrant County Sheriff's Office says scammers are impersonating deputies using real employee names and sheriff's office phone numbers. Scammers tell victims they missed a court date or failed to appear for jury duty and now owe a fine. Then they pressure victims to send money through wire transfers, gift cards, or apps like Zelle or Cash App. The Tarrant County Sheriff's Office says if you get one of these scam calls, hang up, verify, and talk to friends or family. Just one quick online search can save you from becoming the next victim. The Federal Trade Commission says scammers often impersonate trusted figures from government or healthcare agencies to family members and even create fake caller ID numbers to make the call seem legitimate. The goal is to scare you into paying immediately.
Good morning. I'm calling you to let you know that you've been selected to receive free benefits for the year 2026. Could I get your first and last name to get you started?
The Sheriff's Office is asking residents to share this warning, especially with older adults or anyone who doesn't use social media. Mabel Cruz, Arlington Sentinel News.
If you think someone has tried to scam you, call the dispatch line on screen or contact your local police department. That's all we have for this edition of Arlington Sentinel News.
Make sure to check out our website to stay up to date. I'm Max Paul.
And I'm Jay Jacinto. See you next time.